Hi guys, today let's talk about what is front end and what is back end, what is the difference between them. So basically the front end, it's a web page that you see in a browser. It's only showing the data, but it doesn't store any data. Front end equals user interface and equals what you see and what you interact with. Backend, on the other hand, doesn't have any user interface. It's invisible to you. Backend stores the data, usually in some kind of database, and provides it to the front end to show it to you. Front end sends requests to backend to get the data, and backend sends responses with the requested data to the front end. So basically they are communicating via requests and responses. In terms of web page, they usually communicate via HTTP requests. Such communication is also known as making API calls. API stands for Application Programming Interface. It's a way of two pieces of software, in our case it's front end and back end, to communicate with each other. And also this kind of interaction is known as client-server architecture in computer science. So what all of it means on practice. So basically any website has front end and back end. Let's take a look at the example on the Best Buy website. So what you see is a user interface. You interact with the user interface, you're making clicks and so on. So let's check let's run developer tools, open developer tools, and see what's going on inside. So under the network tab, for example, if you refresh the page, you see, so these all are API calls, HTTP requests being sent from front end to back end. So initially front end says to Best Buy servers, to Best Buy backend, give me some data. The first chunk of data will be HTTP structure of web page, HTTP layout. Then it will ask for CSS, styling, all the images, all JavaScript to interact with the web page, and so on. So all of it is going on via HTTP requests. Front end is sending it, and backend is responding to those requests. The same if we all go, so every time basically a page is reloaded after some user actions, it might be not even changing the web address, it might be just fetching the data, the piece of data, and showing you in real time. Different kind of protocols communication is used for that, doesn't matter for the purpose of our video. But let's say we click on TVs, you see a new bunch of requests going out from the front end to back end. It's fetching the data, all the information about all the products, getting a list of products, all the images for them. For example, when we go to product details, it's sending again other bunch of requests with all the details about this product, all its images, and so on and so on and so on. So this is what's going on in the browser. That's how browser serving as a client to the server. So browser is playing the role of a client, and it consumes the data that backend provides. So in our case, a web browser is responsible for showing front end of the application, and backend, it's a piece of software that is running somewhere in the data center on the remote servers, so we can balance the workload between different users' location and so on. I hope it was helpful. See you in the next video.